Hey everyone, welcome to the Horror Syndicate Horror Movie Massacre and Poor Internet Connections. Yay! Uh, I am the host. If it's going at all, my name's Ray. I'm gonna watch. We are on Facebook. We are on YouTube. You can subscribe and you can like if I'm coming through to you, which it looks like I am, kind of. Right there. Anyway, I'll add Seth because I'm just going to ramble on about how shitty my internet connection is. But if you are new here, please subscribe. Like, we talk about horror movies every week, sometimes twice, sometimes three times. We have a werewolf show that will be getting a new title very soon. I'll find out if Seth has narrowed it down a little bit more. He had three, I think three in mind. So we'll put that to a vote while we're here. Today, we're going to talk about whatever the hell you guys want to talk about because I wasn't prepared for the show for this week, and we'll get back to the Saw movies very soon. And I'm going to be out of town next week, so I won't be able to do a show next week, but after that, we'll get back to it. And eventually, we'll be back to doing THS Discourse, more than likely. Who knows? Here's Seth.
What's up?
Hey, that was quite the intro, wasn't it?
It was.
Okay. We talked about Superman last week. I need to probably start wearing my glasses when we do shows so I can read that stuff. Like for real, like I have glasses, and if I just put them on because it's just a little blurry, like I can see fine normally, but like for some reason, uh, tiny text and things far away, I have trouble reading. So yeah, how's your week been going? Did you figure out a title for the werewolf show?
I didn't. I got a bunch of different ones written down. So, uh, to address Sean's comment, so like for the last 2 Wednesdays, I've been asked to work at the drive-in, and so I wasn't able to prepare for the shows. But what I'm planning on doing is uh, potentially changing the title of the show. I want to keep it strictly. I do want to keep it to Wednesdays mostly, but I want to have the flexibility to do a show like on a Thursday if I need to, if I'm busy, so that way I'm not missing shows because I'm now multiple films behind on my schedule for the Werewolf Wednesday show. So
And your avid fans are missing out. Like the one guy who brings up Scream all the time, and I can never
yes,
remember his name.
Scott Walker.
Yeah, Scott Walker. So I figured we would just kind of do a free for all, and if anybody wants to add to the conversation, they can leave a comment in the comments and ask us questions because I have nothing really unless anybody knows tips on how to not be burnt out completely in life and wanting to just end everything that you do. Not life though. I'm not. This isn't a cry for help. Uh, get out of here.
I don't think so, Sean. Don't think
One
so,
of
Sean.
the few good werewolf things that's out there, in my opinion, especially marsupials. Yeah. So yeah, we if you got any questions, please let us know, and we will answer them to the best of our abilities. It's also Shark Week, I believe, so that's fun. I just put up a few 5-star rating things for 47 meters below or down or some shit. Uh, the Shallows and Deep Blue Sea, which we've never rated any of those three movies. So hooray! If you're on Facebook, go do that. Also, I have the final rankings for uh, what are they called? Oh, Hellraiser movies, and it's not very surprising how they rank out. Uh, Watching the Dusk. I've never watched it. You ever watched that show?
Yes, I've seen the first season. I really enjoyed the first season a lot, and I wanted to keep going, but for some reason I didn't. So it's one of those shows that I really enjoy, and I do need to get back into it. But I thought they did a really good job in the first season, kind of like stretching out the entire movie for one season, and it's pretty badass in a lot of moments.
I remember when that came out a few years ago or a decade ago, whenever it was. I liked the casting of
Mhm.
Seth Gecko,
Yep,
DJ Cortona, I think is his name.
yep,
He played Flint in the second GI Joe movie. He was set to play Superman at one point.
yep. In the
Actually, I don't know if he was set, but he was supposed to play Superman in the George Miller Justice League
yeah,
Mortal movie.
yep.
And I don't know how I feel about it. I like his look, but I don't know if he. I don't know. What do you think
As far as the casting,
for Superman? Yeah, if he would have been a good Superman, you
oh
think?
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, I think he would have been okay for it. I'm very curious of what a George Miller superhero film would look like.
Yeah, I guess we'll never know. Uh, I honestly I think that's too bad. But yeah, I like the actor. I will say that. Nate wanted to see if we wanted to do a show on the movie The Prophecy from 1995 for the Horror Syndicate Discourse.
I'd
I
be down
remember
for.
watching that last year. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I really enjoy the first two. Third one's
Mm.
okay. The fourth is, eh. The fifth was, I think, bad. But yeah, I mean, I like those films. I particularly enjoy the first two. You didn't like the first one, did you?
No, I don't want to do a show on it. If you guys want to, feel free. I
Okay.
don't have anything nice to say about it. I didn't think it was good at all.
Okay.
But Nate is. I challenged him the other day to put out his top 100 horror movies of all time, his favorites, because I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything big for the 5-star rating thing. And there's a couple that I'm missing from his list. Not many. I think I've got the basis pretty covered because I'm getting close to 500. And when I get to 500 total, I'm going to make a grand list of 500. That's the plan.
Nice.
And then, we can add and change as we go. I think the count is 460 right now, or something like that, that we've done. And all the big franchises have been covered and everything like that. But he put the prophecy at number 90 on his list. And then that prompted him to he's posting it in an album as Nate does, which I actually think is really cool. That way he has like the running list documented somewhere, not just a list, but like the posters and all that. But yeah, I saw that the prophecy was on there at number 90, and I haven't rated that one. We haven't done that one or any of the sequels, but I think I will. I just didn't like it. The pacing was weird to me. I don't know. I just didn't like it. But anyway, yeah, we as far as the 5-star rating go, we have all the major franchises done. The last one I did was Halloween, and that went about as expected. I don't know if you saw the video I put up. No, I guess you couldn't because it was on Facebook and TikTok. Unless you're on TikTok,
I'm not. I
it's
don't
on
have any
there.
no social media.
Yeah, yeah. So Halloween Ends came in number 12, which I was kind of surprised. I thought it'd be just a little bit higher, but I thought I'd throw that out there because I think that might be on Nate's top 100. I
Oh
could be
yeah, I'm
wrong.
sure it is. I'm sure it is.
What? New I know what you did last summer was pretty bad. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I don't plan on seeing it in the theater. I'll see it eventually, and Seth said he's out on seeing
I refuse
it.
to see it. I know exactly what happens, and it pisses me off. I really enjoy the first two films. I think the second film is I think is kind of like a fun slasher. I love the setting, but that's neither here nor there. But I heard what happens in this new one, and it makes zero fucking sense. It's an issue I have with the Saw franchise with one of the films. I'll just leave it at that. But it's dumb.
Yeah, I don't want to know. I'll watch it eventually, as long as it wasn't as bad as I Still Know or I Always Know or whatever the hell it's called.
I'm sure.
That
I'm
movie
sure
was,
it's better than that. I am sure it's better than
yeah, that movie was so bad. Like the new Final Destination movie is fun. It's one of the best ones in my opinion, maybe the best one.
that. That's a blast.
Uh, yeah, the opening, you know how they always do a crazy opening premonition thing was amazing.
Hmm.
That really set the mood for the rest of the movie. Uh, I liked it.
It's got some fun characters in there too. One
Final
particular guy.
Destination Final Destination is a franchise. I don't think there's a clear favorite as far as the number one, because for me it was always two, and then three would be my top two. The I think the fourth one was my least favorite. I never really cared for the first one. I took a kind of a chance on watching the second one. I was like, oh, this one's good, and then I ended up liking the third one, and the fifth one's okay. But I don't like. I think you either like one, two, or three, and then now maybe the new one is your favorite. But the fourth and fifth one, I just don't think there's a clear cut favorite. But what about you? What do you think as far as Final Destination goes?
It's hard. I don't know if there is a clear cut favorite. For a long time, I said number two, but then like upon my most recent like rewatch, um, I kind of noticed like it's got an amazing opening sequence. The Catalyst is the best I think of the entire franchise, right? But after that, the film kind of like it just keeps going downhill, and I don't think the ending is very satisfying at all. So like it used to be my favorite, but I think that was mainly because of the opening. I'm actually a big fan of five, not just because of the
I
way
like
that.
the end of five a lot.
Yeah, well, the end of five was
Great
incredible.
payoff.
Like seeing
Yeah,
that in the theater it blew my mind. But I do like the rest of the movie too. I think there's really good moments of suspense in there. I've always enjoyed the first one. I've always enjoyed the third one as well. I think the third one's a good time too. Good
yeah, that's
beginning
a fun
and
one.
end. Um, the fourth one is, I think, the only one that I hate with a passion. And rewatching again with my daughters, I'm like, wow, this movie is just hollow. There's like nothing to this movie at all. But the new
Yeah,
one is.
I don't know. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying the new one, Blowlines. It was fun time both times I saw it in theaters. Uh, my friends had a blast with it. My kids had a blast with it when I took them. Yeah.
Yeah, I took Elena, and she had so much fun because she'd seen the other ones, and
Hmm.
the reveal at the end of the fifth one, she was like, "Oh my god!" Of
Yeah.
course, but I think we both were because I hadn't seen it at that point. But yeah, I was. I don't. I'm not like a huge fan of the Final Destination movies or anything like that. But so two of them are fun, and now this one's really good. Um, so I don't know. Maybe we need to do a ranking show. I do think it's something about the first movie. First of all, I don't like Devon Sawa in that movie almost at all.
Oh, really? Okay.
Something about him, yeah. I just can't. I don't like him, and that ruins the whole movie for me because he's the lead.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, yeah. It's I don't know. I don't think his action job was great, and the movie was kind of boring. And then the second one was a little bit more fun. The deaths were way more crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you got the plate glass, you got the fence.
The fence. The
Just
fence
a
one's like
lot
one
of
of my
fun, man.
favorites.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah, for it's got to be. And then of course the girl with the pipe going through her head. There's just
Yeah.
a lot of fun stuff in that one, and I think it carried over to the third movie. And I think where the fourth movie fails from the beginning is where it fails.
Yeah.
It's just yeah, it's just not even status quo for Final Destination, if you will.
Yeah.
The fifth one was a little bit better though, and this one was definitely one of the best ones. So I think my favorite opening still might be two, even though the sixth one, Bloodlines, was fucking good.
Yeah.
It was good. I loved it. I loved the
Yeah.
beginning, uh, and I
Especially
knew that
what happens to
motherfucking
that little
kid.
boy.
Yeah, and I knew yeah which one because one really matters. Uh,
The initial
and
premonition.
it was really nice to see Tony Todd one last time.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was actually a great moment with his character too.
Mhm. Yeah, I liked it. Well, I've always been a fan of Tony Todd ever since I saw him in Night of the Living Dead, and then eventually Candyman. And I was very excited when he popped up in Smallville, of all places.
Yeah,
Let's see. Yeah, I think the best two openings are definitely the second one in Bloodlines for sure. I have no idea. I don't. I've never seen any escape room movie.
yeah, I haven't seen those either.
I don't agree with the forced comedy thing
I see.
at
I thought
all.
I thought the comedy worked, especially with that one
Yeah, I
character.
did too. I thought it
The
was pretty good. The guy with the lip piercing.
yeah, like the scene with him and his brother talking in front of in the hospital in front of all the newborns. I mean
Yeah,
that cracked me up, as well as
yeah,
nunchuck.
it was. Yeah, it was pretty good. I liked his scene also, if you know what I mean, in
Yeah,
the tattoo place. Really
yeah,
cool stuff. They actually I saw they showed that in the theater as the preview for the movie when I saw Heart Eyes or The Monkey, one of the two. But if anybody's wondering, if you're keeping track at home, kiddos, I have Final Destination Bloodlines ranked number 2 for the year, with Sinners at number 3, and The Monkey still number 1.
yeah. I think the monkey's still my number one. My number two is 28 years later. I don't remember what my number three is.
I don't believe that that was the case, Sean. Jokes every 2 seconds. I don't think there were. I don't know why you say that there's jokes every 2 seconds because I don't think there were jokes all the time. I don't. I didn't feel like they were constantly dropping jokes. I like the grandmother, by the way. She was good.
I have Final Destination
Sinners.
Bloodline at number three on my list.
Sinners is a vampire movie that takes place in the 1920s or 30s, or even maybe earlier, and it's about this one night only type club that Michael B. Jordan and his twin brother are putting together, which his twin brother is Michael B. Jordan. And it's like the whole movie is actually really good. And then when it reminds me of From Dusk Till Dawn in some ways, because the entire first maybe hour of the movie is. Have you seen Sinners?
No, not yet. I want to. I know it's on
Okay.
Max now. I'm waiting for Amber to watch that one.
Okay. So yeah, the first it reminds me of From Dusk Till Dawn, but in a good way. It's a great vampire movie. Not great, but it's a very good vampire movie that maybe we've been waiting for a good vampire movie like this for a while. I liked it a lot. So it's just like the first before there's any horror, like I could watch a whole movie of that. Michael B. Jordan plays two roles and he's really good. That dude's a good actor, just in general.
Yeah, he is.
Horror comedy is generally not my thing. I know, but I feel like you're projecting your upsetness over the comedy. It's not. It wasn't that bad. Shaun of the Dead was over the top comedy, in my opinion, all the goddamn time. Anyway, I'm not a big fan of Shaun of the Dead, of course. So, have you seen it? You saw that Alma and the Wolf, or I think that's what it was
Yeah.
called, right?
Yep. I'm going to be talking about that
So
tomorrow.
you are.
Yep.
Why are you interested in me seeing it? I almost don't want to because I'm at 50 werewolf movies, and I just kind of want to keep it there. And I can't take one off the list, of course. I can't not unsee marsupials, otherwise I would,
Well,
or
so
werewolf castle for that matter.
I sent all you guys the same message, just copy and paste. I thought Elma and the Wolf was actually a really good movie, and it's not. It's weird because it's like there's a werewolf, there's a presence of a werewolf throughout it, but it's really not a werewolf film. I can't tell you the films that it kind of reminds me of because then that'll kind of give away stuff. But I just thought it was kind of an interesting film, and I'm just kind of curious. I mean, I don't know if you would like it at all, but I'm definitely curious about what you guys would think of it. Um, and it's a hard movie to talk about without spoilers. So even tomorrow night, like I'm going to talk about it as briefly as possible. But
Yeah, when it comes to stream for free, I'll give it a shot, but I'm not gonna pay for. I can't blind buy stuff or blind rent stuff anymore. Like every time I do, I get disappointed. Like
I
with Strange Darling and Cuckoo, I wasted $12 when I didn't have a job on those two fucking movies last year.
yeah, well, like I do want to put it out there. It is not like Werewolf Castle, so it's not. Don't
I'm sure it's not. That's its own movie for sure.
yeah. This
Uh,
is like a legit, serious horror film. Um, and
well,
Ethan
I
Embry, I
might
think,
watch.
is
Is it? Oh, Ethan Embry's in it. Interesting.
yeah.
I didn't research it, so I like going in cold on like if it shows up on Shutter or something like that or one of the streaming apps. I'd rather go in cold with no trailer, no nothing. I
Oh
did
yeah,
that with Blackout,
yeah.
but
You
and
did like
Blackout's not terrible or anything. Well, I didn't hate it. You know. Uh, did you feel Thanksgiving was done well? Kinda. I knew who the killer was very early. Uh, that's really all I can say about it. I like it. I'm glad they're making another one too. It's
I,
just fun. It's kind of a throwback in a way, but
I,
definitely modern.
yeah. I thought it was like a decent like throwback to me to like early 2000s or maybe mid
Yeah,
2000s like slashers. But that was like one of those films that I thought was like really overhyped. Uh, Everyone talked about how amazing it was, and then when I watched it, I was like, yeah, I mean, it's okay. It kind of reminded me a lot of the Silent Night redo from like what 2012. Uh,
which is underrated.
yeah, oh yeah, good film. But it kind of had that vibe to it, I thought. But I didn't
Mm.
think it was as wonderful as people made it out to be.
The one thing I like though is that I like Eli Roth for the most part, but the one thing I like about Thanksgiving though is I like that a lot of us from the 1980s and even now are clamoring for more slasher like icons, with Art the Clown and so many not really making the cut, like Victor Crowley, from the Hatchet movies. Nobody really talks about him or Chrome Skull or whoever. But I like that this, we could kind of or the what's the In a Violent Nature movie, we're seeing more of a uptick in slashers, which I do like. So, and I like seeing how they try to bring make things a little bit different. So it was fun for what it was, but unfortunately, I think they telegraphed the killer, um, and maybe they'd meant to do that, or I just have seen so many fucking slashers that I can tell when there's who the killer is going to be anymore.
Yeah.
Good evening. You said ask anything. Here goes. I detest the character from the 78 Dawn of the Dead, Fran. Okay, she is bitchy, useless, complains constantly. How is she equal yet cowers at danger? But she also has an arc. She becomes stronger. She becomes useful, and she saves the day essentially. So she might be all those things, but
Well,
she also did play. She did say she didn't want to be den mother, meaning she wasn't going to take care of everybody. She was also pregnant. Mood swings when you're pregnant, there's a lot there. But remember, she also learned how to fly the helicopter, and her and Peter wouldn't have gotten away if not for her. There you go. Go ahead, Seth.
yeah. Well, I think to a certain extent, some of her bitchiness uh, is justified. Like she didn't want to just feel useless and like she was kind of like
Yeah.
left on her own. She wanted to know how to handle herself in situations. So, I mean, I can kind of understand what Titanic discussions is saying, but I think with her character, like I've seen a lot worse, like really bitchy characters that kind of grate on your nerves. I'm struggling to think of a perfect example, but
Yes, sir. Fuck you, sir.
how's this? How's this actually? Um, the chick from Diary of the Dead. She is completely insufferable, and I think Fran is a much better character than that one. That's my opinion.
Well, I mean, yeah, and I agree. And the thing about Fran that I like, because I mean, my favorite character is Peter, and I think that's a kind of everybody's favorite character. Flyboy has his point. Yeah, God, I can't talk. His moments, and then what's the other guy's name?
Oh,
Scott Reiniger.
Roger.
Damn. Roger. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love Roger? We got this by the ass. Stuff like that. I mean, I like the three men in the movie because I like men. Let's just put it that way now. But I like the three men a lot, of course. And you're right in ways. Fran just kind of is there, but she has an arc where the other ones kind of don't. She goes from the sniveling, cowardice, whatever, and she gets better and stronger, and eventually she saves Peter's ass, which
Well,
I love that he doesn't end himself. So
yeah, well, I think the way she was like in the beginning, I think it was like sort of like a natural reaction to how
what was going on?
To what was going on. Like, not quite to the extent of Barbara from Night of the Living Dead, but
Oh my god.
One that gets better. But like, I feel like Flyboy has a good arc as well. He's kind of, I think he's a little careless at first, and he's kind of a jerk. But then, throughout the film, I kind of like the dynamic with him and Peter becoming besties, as the kids today say.
Yeah, yeah.
And Flyboy is my favorite character, and he has like my favorite moment in the movie when elevator door opens.
Oh yeah. Well, like I said, he's got some good moments. I really love the scene, and the thing is, Peter, he keeps an even keel most of the time. He keeps it together for the most part. Where everybody else is, Roger's falling apart. Flyboy is inexperienced. He just knows how to fly a helicopter. Like, one of my favorite scenes is early in the movie when they stop to fuel up.
Yes.
First of all, the chop off the top of the head, I fucking love that. But Flyboy's trying to shoot the zombie, and Peter just knocks the gun away.
Yeah. Like, I love that.
Yeah, and then the moment where he's shooting in the building or whatever, and it's just, there's a lot of good stuff because it's like the beginning of a buddy cop movie between those two. So yeah, there's just a lot. I love Dawn of the Dead, man. That's such a fun movie. I just put up the other day and I forgot to check. I did this thing, Seth, and this is funny. I asked the Horror Syndicate's Facebook followers name any two matchups, and I'll post them for people to vote on. And it got let me get to it, 842 comments.
Wow.
So yeah, so I couldn't really keep up with that. So I did some like choice ones, like I did the 1931 Frankenstein and Dracula, and Frankenstein won that one by a lot. And then Near Dark versus John Carpenter's Vampires, and Near Dark won that. But somebody said Day of the Dead or Dawn of the Dead versus Dawn of the Dead, 2004 and 1978, and then Romero overwhelmingly won 772 to 236. So also Return of the Living Dead versus Shaun of the Dead, two comedy zombie movies, and Return of the Living Dead won. This was fun. Wishmaster versus Dr. Giggles.
Oh,
how random is that?
I like it.
Wishmaster. Yeah. I mean, the two movies that nobody talks about. Actually, speaking of franchises, we've not rated the Wishmaster movies. I actually like all of those. They're not great, but they're not terrible.
I like the first.
This was a good one.
I like the first two. The third one is okay. The fourth one.
Is that the one in the prison?
The second one's the one in the prison.
Okay, I was gonna say I like that one a lot.
Yeah. The third one I thought was okay at best, and the fourth one, that's the one with the angel or whatever, and I struggle with that fucking movie, man.
Yeah,
It's been a while
it's
since
definitely the franchise killer.
yeah, yeah,
The first one's great though. I think it's one nobody talks about, kind of underrated.
yeah.
Um,
I agree.
another matchup is Scream versus I Know What You Did Last Summer, and Scream won 960 to 84. Yikes.
Wow, color me shocked.
Yeah. And then of course Alien versus John Carpenter's The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing got 1,200 votes to Alien's 1,000 with 60 votes.
Wow.
Yeah, well, there was a big turnout on that one. So fun times. If anybody follows the Facebook page, we're getting ready to do our probably month long 1980s bracket. Seth, I don't know if you know, we're redoing the best of the decade like we did a few years ago. And
Oh.
I'm doing it because I need content and more than anything. And we have 50,000 more followers than we did back when I did it the first time. So something like that. Because the first time I did it, it was, I think it was 2019, maybe 2021. What is that? Where did that come from?
I don't know. I was looking through stuff earlier because StreamYard changed some stuff, and I saw
Yeah, I
that.
know. I haven't played with it. That's cool.
I saw that those in there. I'm like, oh, I'll just pop them up randomly throughout the shows.
Yeah, may as well. But yeah, so I figured since we have so many more followers on Facebook, I may as well. In the 70s bracket that we did, Jaws ended up winning, and it got the most voters in bracket history. So I gave them a treat. I said, so I took Halloween out of bracket running, as you know I do. And there's reason for anybody watching. The reason why Halloween has been taken out of voting is because it always wins. Every bracket Halloween, John Carpenter's Halloween, not 2018 or Rob Zombie's. Halloween always wins. Period. It's probably the best, maybe not the best horror movie of all time, but it's the most popular. 100%. I think it's the most popular horror movie of all time.
Yeah.
So 1980s coming up. There will be 4 brackets. There will be 128 movies because the 80s were all about consumption and quantity. We'll be doing that very soon. It's probably gonna take all of August, so it'll be fun. I've seen Wax Mask. That's Fulci's final movie. Mill of the Stone Woman. I've not seen that.
Haven't seen either.
Again, if anybody comes in and is just now watching or new to watching, we're doing an Ask Us Anything, just bullshitting kind of conversation. So if you have anything you want to ask us, just drop it in the comments and we'll try to answer it to our knowledge or whatever. So you say Deep Blue Sea is the second best shark movie. What's the third?
Wait, who says that?
You. Am I breaking up?
No, I just don't recall saying
Didn't
that.
you say deep? I thought you said that when we started Deep Blue Sea. Okay? Jaws is the best shark movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what would number 2 be?
So I haven't really seen a lot of shark movies, to be honest with you. So
Yeah,
probably
I've seen 4 or 5. One of the ones I've seen is a goddamn Italian movie called Cruel Jaws, and they use Star Wars sounds and music. So
there was one that came out this year that I heard was actually really good.
Dangerous Animals or some shit like that.
Yep.
Yeah, Nate said that was really good. Seth, you ready for football season?
Oh, I am pumped for football season.
Training camp started today for many teams.
Yeah, I've been like for probably the last 2 weeks now, knowing that we're inching closer towards it. Like I've been getting back to watching a lot of the commentators talking about football and all that.
Have you ever watched the channel on YouTube NFL Throwback?
No, I don't think so. Who's the
It's
host?
mostly like highlights and highlights of old games or lists about it's really really cool. Let me ask you this: Are you excited about the new uniform for the Bills?
I didn't even see it.
What?
I didn't see that they got a new uniform.
No, so they're probably going to use the 90s Bills uniform at some point this year.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure when. Yeah, but the rumor is there's a rumor going around since this is the last year of their current stadium that they might get new uniforms next year. Because generally, teams move to a new stadium, they change their uniforms,
I hope they go
unless
back
it's
to red
a team that has
helmets.
a classic uniform like the Raiders or, huh?
I hope they go back to red helmets.
Yeah, me too. Well, the thing is, like NFL has a rule now. You can use multiple helmets, so they can go back and forth. How about red at home and white on the road, or something like that? You
Yeah,
know, that'd be
yeah.
fun.
I've seen other teams do it.
Yeah,
Not
I'm
last
excited for
year.
football. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. The Saints just unveiled a new jersey with a black helmet, and they have a white helmet and a gold helmet. So yeah, I mean, the Packers and the Vikings have white winter helmets. So it's really interesting that they're finally doing that. Where MLB and NBA and stuff are already using so many different various uniforms. Uh, so, have you seen Superman again since the last time?
I've only seen it 3 times so far.
Come on, box office is suffering without you.
I know. I know. I was gonna go last weekend, but I forgot.
What is it up to now? Do you know? Four hundred
Uh,
sixteen million.
I didn't actually. I didn't check today what the total is now. Last I knew it was like 407 million globally.
Oh, did you see this?
I can't read what it says.
It says Superman 2025, the Zack Snyder directed. So you know he saves a squirrel in Superman. That's supposed to be
Yes,
Jonathan
in the
Kent.
Costner scene.
Yeah, no, don't save me.
Oh, that's
Whoever,
hilarious.
whoever came up with that is the smartest man alive or woman. Yes, that. Oh yeah, the Hellraiser trailer. It pissed me off, but it looks so fucking good. And let me tell you why it pissed me off. I can't play first person games where only you see hands or guns or whatever. Makes me dizzy and sweat. So I can't play those. But it looks crazy. And yeah, Doug Bradley is doing the voice again. Fantastic. And we talked about it in our horror syndicate chat about why isn't Elm Street getting a game while Robert Englund's alive to do the voice of Freddy? Come on, that's a slam dunk.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
dude,
asking you out there, if video game players, would you like to play an Elm Street game where Freddy is voiced by Robert Englund? Come on.
I thought it was interesting because like I got a text from you and Keith, like pretty much like back to back with the link to the trailer. And I'm not a gamer, but holy shit, that trailer made me excited for the game. Um, I, I'm
Yeah,
a huge Hellraiser fan, and I'm watching that trailer. I'm like, why can't this be a movie?
I know. What are we going to get a new movie anytime soon? You think?
I hope so. Last year, one of the producers said that they were working on it. David Bruckner and his team were coming up with something. So I was thinking maybe today they announced the game trailer. Maybe some news on a new movie will be coming soon. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. Is Rob Zombie done making films? I don't know. We haven't spoken in a while, but I know he's. I don't know. Yes, I don't know. I don't know what that's referring to, but yes. And if you're talking about Elm Street, yeah, I'm actually getting ready to post something on our Facebook page about it because you remember the Nintendo game from when we were kids? It sucked, but I remember playing the shit out of it. And the thing is, there's a lot of horror fans that are gamers, and Friday the 13th was a huge game. There was also uh, it's called Dead by Daylight that added people like Michael Myers and Freddy and other horror film icons. I almost said Screamface, Ghostface. with maybe red robes, maybe a brown robe, who knows? But yeah, I think horror games fans like them. So, what upcoming horror movie are you most excited about? Ooh, let me see. Is it this year or next year? I can't remember if it's this year or next year, but I think it is this year. It's the new Hell House LLC movie, the last one they're making. I'm pretty excited about that. Um, I still haven't seen 28 Years Later, Anaconda, Bambi the Reckoning. I haven't seen that. Dangerous Animals is one Nate said to see. Do you have one that you're excited about coming up?
I'm trying to think about what's coming out.
Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein is going to hit Netflix later this year, apparently.
I'm looking forward to that. I don't the Robert Eggers werewolf movie. That's not coming out until next year, right?
Or the year after that. Who knows?
Yeah. Trying to think of what else is coming out.
The Conjuring Last Rites. I know you don't like those movies.
Yeah, fuck those.
Yeah, I don't know. This looks like kind of a weak second half of movies. VHS 8. I like those. It's We Bury the Dead. Oh, it's already out. Werewolf Game. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Tony Todd's in it.
Yep.
I don't know. This seems like kind of a weak year for horror.
Yeah, well, the one I was like anticipating the most was Wolfman, and I didn't end up liking that one.
It's not even the best werewolf movie of the year, I guess, right?
No, I mean, out of the 6 werewolf films that I've watched this year, from this year, I only like one. And that's Elma and the
The
Wolf.
Alma and the.
Yeah.
Who do you think could direct the next horror movie? And who? What? That's a very broad question. I have who could direct the next horror movie, and who would be the main character?
Well, it would be that guy who made that other film and starring the person that was in that a film from 2 years ago. I think
I,
I think she's missing like a word in there or something like that. Maybe she.
yeah, there has to be because that's a hard question to answer because there are 60 or 70 horror movies that come out every year. So the next one is I don't know. I know that there are a lot of indie horror movies coming out soon too from friends who have projects going. So I don't know. I'd like to see Nate's movie when he's ready to show that on a dark and bloody ground. Jackson got to see it probably because he lives very very close to Nate. I would assume. So I don't know.
I feel like there's something else that's coming out that I'm looking forward to, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm cashed out for being excited about movies for the rest of this year because the movie I was most anticipating was Superman, and I can't think of anything else currently that's even coming out the rest of the year that I'm excited about. Um, and the only horror movie that I haven't seen yet that I'm kind of excited about is 28 Years Later. So I don't know. It feels like a weird year for horror, but I'm sure I'll catch some things on Shutter. I got to at least get to 25 for the year because we do the top 25 ranking every year, top 20 or top 30 or whatever. It's always different. Um, I watched a horrible or terrible werewolf movie for you, Seth. It's called Bone Hill Road. It's terrible. I know who made that movie.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of
I
that
know
film.
the director and a couple of the actors. It's a super indie. It was probably made for less than $10,000.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like It's got a great DVD cover.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Uh, yeah,
But
I
yeah,
got it at Dollar Tree for $1.
I, I I don't know. Maybe I gotta watch it again. I don't know if I have that scheduled on my list for the remainder of this year. I might.
It was okay for a super indie, as I call them, and this is movies made for less than 50,000. Bonehill Road was like maybe 12,000 at the most. I don't think it was that bad, but I also must warn anyone out there watching: if you see the Wild Eye Entertainment logo, it's going to be garbage movie. Just gonna say that. They released Velocipaster. They released Clown NATO, Acid Bath. They released a movie called All Strippers Must Die. No, no, not that one. I can't remember. I think it is All Strippers Must Die. Something like that. They've released some really, really bad movies. But the fun thing is, if you see their booth at a horror convention, you could usually get 5 of their movies for $10. So if you like shitty movies, there you go. Avatar 3. Avatar 3. Blue people come on every exciting. Are very exciting. I don't like Avatar. I won't see any of the other ones. Bullshit, generic story, and characters that I can't look at. Moving on. Uh, the cover is why I bought it. I was expecting somewhat in that indie. Yeah, I mean, Killer Campout. That's another Wild Eye movie. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a. Well, how much do you pay for it? That's the question. Because these super indies, $5 and below, unless you support somebody like my buddy Justin Seaman, who he runs Scream Team Releasing, and he's a distributor for horror. I don't think he has Bonehill Road, no, because that's Wild Eye, but he distributes a lot of indie horror films like 1031, that franchise. I think there are 4 of them now. The Barn, which are his movies. The third one comes out later this year. Mike Lombardo's I'm Dreaming of White Doomsday. There's a lot of those are super indies too, but there's a lot of good ones. And they're only about 20-25 bucks for the Blu-ray, but you're also supporting indie film, which is huge. When they go to Wild Eye, Mrs. Claus, that's another one that's not very good. Troy Escamilla, he's a nice guy, but his movies are bad. But when you get Wild Eye on the cover, you know you're in for trash. I'm just saying.
So yeah, I just looked at my Werewolf Wednesday show schedule, which I've kind of fucked up already by missing a couple Wednesdays. But I'm gonna put Bonehill Road on the schedule for 2026 and rewatch it. Um, I'll give it another shot because I've been mixing in like I don't just cover werewolf films that I like. I mix in stuff even that I don't like because I want to cover everything werewolf related. So I'll give it another shot. But yes, the cover was very misleading. There's a lot of like werewolf films like that where like the cover art looks great and the werewolves don't look like like the werewolves in the films don't look like the ones that are on the cover and stuff like that.
I got some junk.
Got all your Wild Eye.
You want to talk about bad horror movies? House Shark. It's exactly what it sounds like. House Shark. Okay. Pitchfork wasn't too bad. It's a slasher. It's not good either. Pickaxe. Okay. Acid Bath. Sounds like a fun movie. It's not. It's not even so bad it's good. All Strippers Must Die. These are Wild Eye movies, by the way. And they get you with the, it says, Wild Eye, Raw and Extreme. How about Raw and Shitty? Killer Campout, another slasher. That is, go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna ask. So did you like separate your collection for all Wild Eye to be in one area?
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. I actually know the director of this one. His name's Brad Twigg. Really nice guy. Makes really weird movies that aren't very good. I think he's making Killer Camp Out 2 right now. Let's see, what was this one? Life Form. Yes. I really mean no. Okay. Ah, this one wasn't terrible. Yeah, it's Wild Eye. Model Hunger. It's not too bad. Uh, this one's not bad either. House on Elm Lake. Not terrible. Ah, yes. Bone Hill Road.
I love that cover though.
Yeah, that cover's great. But
Yeah.
Seth, have you seen The Snarling?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Don't Cry Wolf.
Yes.
And of course, one of the best, Velocipaster.
I've seen parts of that. Amber really likes that film. It's hilarious.
This movie's not too bad. Bone Jingles. It's not terrible. I think, yeah, Brett DeJager. I know him too. And then we've got Mrs. Claus by Troy Escamilla. The original title was called Stirring, but when Wild Eye got a hold of it, they changed the cover and they changed the name and made it worse. Because Stirring was like not a creature was stirring in the house.
Right.
And the cool thing about this one is if you look really closely, I got a quote on the back of the movie. See, it says Horror Syndicate. It says, terrific kills and plenty of blood for the Gorehounds, the Horror Syndicate. How about that? I have quotes on a few indie movies, but here is the cream of the crop. This one stars John O'Hara, Bobby Westbrook, Fawn Harvey. Anybody that I know? Hold on. No. Eileen Dietz. Linnea Quigley. Clownado. Yes. Clownado. Yes, I bought these. But like I said, at their DVDs and the Wild Eye booth, you can get like 3 for $5 or 6 for 10 or some shit like that when they're at conventions like Horror Hound or Days of the Dead or something like that. And I found a few of them. Like I think Bone Hill Road was actually at Dollar Tree for $1. I don't know that Dollar Tree has DVDs anymore though. Yeah. I quit buying from Vinegar Syndrome due to, well, they're running out of good stuff. Vinegar Syndrome had a lot of good stuff though, for a while. Most of their stuff is like Skinamax type stuff or Women in Prison type stuff, which sign me up.
Oh, you'll love.
Yeah, that's my Wild Eye collection for you guys. Yay! What's going to happen when I die with this stuff? I wonder. You know, who cries for Clownado? I did after I saw it. Maybe I should do some reviews on
that's
these
actually
videos.
a good question because no one in this house likes movies like I do. So
Yeah, hopefully they'll find, like, once I die, my collection will find a home at other horror fans' houses. You know, like I've got a lot of cool stuff, and my kids, they're gonna keep a lot of my stuff. They said, but they fight over my Lord of the Rings swords and my lightsabers more than anything else.
I'm just gonna dig like I'm just gonna have a really big hole dug in my yard, and then they bury me in that, and then just push my entire collection of everything in there with me, and I'll take them with me to the afterlife.
35 years ago, they'll excavate for a new housing development, and I'm like, oh, look at all these movies. $7 isn't bad for Bone Hill Road. I don't think it's that bad. I think $7 is worth it, especially like right when it came out. But
I think that's
over 10. That's
what I paid for it. And just to be clear, like I don't like the movie, but I'm not saying anything negative towards the filmmakers themselves.
See this wolf? You know what he's saying? You guys are chumps. So which one of these is better, the Snarling or Bone Hill Road?
I think. Let me see if I can remember. I think the Snarling just a hair bit better, but it's like one of those ones where it's like I think there's like this one I'm thinking of. Hold on a minute. Actually, you know what?
Well, I'm going to read the back of this.
I've been working on my
werewolf
for the website, so I got the description up here, I think.
A new moon has risen. In a rural village, the cast and crew of a horror film find themselves accused of a rash of savage murders when the cursed movie they are making is connected by the police to several gruesome slayings seemingly committed by some sort of monster. While the locals interfere in the production for their own gain and detectives try to pin the deaths on the filmmakers, the body count grows as the unstoppable beast remains on the loose.
I have that at number 94 on my list.
Yeah, I don't know anybody in this one. Who made Bone Hill Road? Todd Sheets. I know Todd Sheets. Is anybody in it that I know? Linnea Quigley. All right. Put those on the floor.
Yeah, so I got Bone Hill Road at number 115. And then the Snarlin at 94. So I guess I liked Snarlin a little bit better. But I think there was a lot of like forced comedy in there that didn't work. You know, it was like one of those films that thought it was funnier than it actually was.
Did you see what Sean said?
Yeah,
Seth Gray will say, "I love Cable." Yeah,
I'm not denying that.
Yeah. What is your favorite Quentin Tarantino movie? Probably Django Unchained.
I'm gonna go Reservoir
It used to be
Dogs.
Jackie Brown, but
Jackie
I just watched that the other day.
Jackie Brown's underrated.
Yeah, I liked it a lot when it came out, and it was my favorite till Django came out. I watched Reservoir Dogs the other day for the first time in years. It's okay. It doesn't like because Michael Madsen died. It doesn't have the same impact that it did when I first saw it or times after that. It's just I don't know. It's okay. It seems very short.
Another one I really like, and it's one that's I guess it's not popular, but I love The Hateful Eight.
Yeah, I like it. And Netflix cannibalized it.
Yeah.
So, any other questions? No? Okay. Yeah, Kill Bill's good. Keep, watch, burn, Batman Returns, Batman 89, Superman 78. What do you mean burn?
I'm keeping all of them. I'll keep and
Oh,
watch
I
them.
see. Keep,
I'm
watch,
not
burn.
burning any of them. I love all three of those films.
Yeah, I would watch Batman Returns, keep Batman 89, and burn Superman 78.
Fucking traitor.
I love Superman 78, don't get me wrong, but I probably could go the rest of my life without watching that. I cannot go the rest of my life without watching the other two Batman movies. Seth, was it you that said you and your family watched the original Amityville Horror a lot when you were growing up? I love that movie.
No, that would be. I think that'd be Ray.
Yeah, my mom showed it to me.
I'm not like a big fan of the original Amityville Horror, which often gets Ray to the point where he's ready to look for another co-host.
I'm thinking about just shutting everything down and calling it Razor of Horror, and just be done with it all. Then I don't have to worry about anybody else's opinions.
someone on the internet.
Yeah. And then I'll never have to watch another foreign horror movie again and pretend I like it. No. I'm done. I don't have anything else to say. What about you?
No, I'm good. Um, oh, by the way, I'm almost done with the third season of Twin Peaks. I only got 2 episodes left. Third season actually does get a lot better. Like, it's like the first half I struggled with. The second half has been really awesome. So just wanted to let you know that.
I don't remember this third season. I don't
You
remember which season is with.
of Twin Peaks. The third season's the one the more recent one, the revival.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And I know you said you thought it was unwatchable, and like it was hard for
No,
me to
I
get
don't think
into.
it's that unwatchable. I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, it was hard to get into, but I kind of stuck through it, and then like the second half of the season I thought was really good. So just want to give the update on that. I love that show.
Me and my daughter are started season 5 of Angel in our massive rewatch. She's never watched Buffy or Angel, and so now she is on. We just started episode 1 of season 5, so that's fun.
Did you guys watch all of Buffy first?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yep, she loves Buffy. She's already rewatching Buffy on her own.
Nice.
Like I knew that she would.
I liked the first 5 seasons, if I remember correctly. Then after that, for some reason, I just kind of stopped watching it. But it's been a while.
I just got a message from my friend John Rhodes, an independent comic creator that I've worked with before. He said, "Just saw it again. I actually really loved it this time. Eating a lot of crow. I think it may. I think it may availing actually be my favorite Superman movie. I don't think he typo, but I think it may be his favorite Superman movie. There you go.
It's wonderful to hear.
Don't wait for Superman to go to streaming. Go see it.
Yes.
I need to find some new horror movies to watch. And way behind. I haven't opened my box set of Twin Peaks yet. There's tons of stuff out there. Lots of stuff on Tubi to watch if you stream. I don't know how you get your horror.
But she doesn't, if I remember correctly,
but
she doesn't have internet or something like that. She goes, like, she watches this through.
how's she watching this?
I don't know, Wi-Fi or data, or I don't know. She explained it once before, but
yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there.
Open up your box set of Twin Peaks. That'll keep you busy for a bit. It's a horror, soap opera, drama. It's really weird. I think you'll get invested.
Yeah, it grabbed me the first time I watched it, but that was 5 or 6 years ago. Oh. All right. Do you have anything else you want to say? Tomorrow night, new episode of the Werewolf Show, whatever that will be titled. For now, it's still Werewolf Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm gonna run through some more ideas, and then I'll talk about it tomorrow. What's your favorite Superman movie, Ray?
Superman the movie, I guess.
Same here. Superman the movie and Superman 2 are still like my top 2. I think the new one is number 3 on my list.
Yeah, I ranked them recently on my Facebook page, and I think I said it last time when we did the show, but it wasn't on the Horror Syndicate. It was on my personal YouTube channel, which the other day I walked around all day with my zipper down. How about that? That's fun.
We've all had those days, Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my last words for the night. Tomorrow on the still titled Werewolf Wednesday show, It'll probably be around like 10 o'clock Eastern time because I do have to work the drive-in right before it, but I don't really need to do much for prep before it. I'm going to be talking about the new film called Elma and the Wolf from 2025. It stars Ethan Embry. I'm going to be pretty vague with it, and then also kind of talk about some potential changes I'm going to do with the Werewolf Wednesday show, including alternate titles, the reason why, and stuff like that, and some potential other stuff that I've been kind of mulling over. So there you go. Tomorrow I'll be covering Elma and the Wolf.
And my Superman movie order is Quest for Peace, last, Superman Returns, Superman 3, Superman 2, both cuts, Man of Steel number 3, Superman 2025, and then Superman the movie. There you go.
It's a good ranking.
Yeah, that's fine. It's mine, so it's very biased.
Well,
Anyway,
because it's like I don't like this whole like one or the other thing, this whole tribalism thing that's going on, where it's like, you have to either like Man of Steel or James Gunn's Superman. It's like, well, you can like both, and you can also like the Christopher Reeve film. You can also like Smallville. You know what I mean? Like, Superman's awesome.
I like Man of Steel. Again, I don't need to see the first hour ever again. But I like Henry Cavill as Superman. I like Cornsweet as Superman. I love Reeve as Superman.
Exactly.
I mean, we all grew up with Reeve as Superman.
Yep.
But anyway, have a great night, everybody. We'll talk soon.
Tonight.
I'm on vacation next week. We'll see what happens. Have a good night. Does Evil die tonight or tomorrow night?
The night after tomorrow.
Ah.